Right guys, and welcome to a video I know a lot of you have been waiting for, and it is the updated Bfw roster. And I don't know when the last one I did, when that actually came out. It might have been last December when I did that whole month of daily uploading. And I was actually going to save these for December, but we just had a little mini draft after SummerSlam, and I thought it would be a nice way to just refresh you guys on the storylines if you don't follow me on Instagram and can't keep up with it all, because it is a lot. But hopefully I can summarise it in this video when we go through each wrestler and how, if they're new to the brand, how long they've been on the brand, what they've achieved, what storylines they're involved in right now, the tag teams and whatever. So yeah, that's what we're going to be going through today. But as I say, we're going to be doing Raw today, and SmackDown will either be out later in the week. I'm going to film SmackDown today, but I kind of want to give people a chance to watch this because I don't know how long this video is going to go for, because Raw is a pretty stacked roster. So yeah, SmackDown will probably be out in a week or so. Maybe at the weekend, who knows, I have no idea. But yeah, there are also some important characters of the Bfw Raw roster that are missing, mainly because I just don't have figures of them. I've either sold them off stupidly, which I'll get into, or I just don't have the figures anymore because I didn't need them, but they're still signed, they can come back, they could come back, I just don't have them in figure form right now, that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, let's get right into this. So we are going to be starting off with the lower card, like the jobbers, then we're going to be moving up to the mid card, then the main event scene, and the champions and stuff like that, the tag teams, whatever. We're just gonna go with it. But yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. And yeah, be sure to leave a like on the video if you guys want to see SmackDown sooner. But yeah, let's go ahead with the jobbers. And first off, we have R-Truth, and this is the new Elite 78 figure, and this guy has been signed to Raw. I don't know why. I had the Elite 10 figure for ages, upgraded to this, and this figure is absolutely terrible. I am not a fan of this figure apart from the head scan. Hate the torso, hate the short mold because you can't pose him at all, and hate the 24/7 title he came with, which I sold anyway. So yeah, R-Truth is probably a big jobber. He's such a big jobber, he's not even used on the brand. So yeah, that's all I'll say for that. So yeah, we've got R-Truth over there. I don't know if the camera's too far back or not. We'll adjust it if it is. Yeah, up next we have everyone's favourite, Baron Corbin, and he's been signed to BFW Raw for, I think it might have been last year, because he did have an Intercontinental Championship run over on SmackDown, or it might have been Raw, I don't remember. Baron Corbin is a former BFW champion. He won the Money in the Bank in 2017, cashed in on John Cena at Survivor Series 2017, I think. Was it 2017? Yeah, because it was before I started doing the YouTube shows. And yeah, and then he held it for a while and lost it to AJ Styles, I believe, sometime in early 2018. Yeah, Baron Corbin, former world champion. God, I never thought I'd say that. Up next we have, let's just go with this guy. We have Austin Aries, who also is a former Intercontinental champion. He's been on BFW Raw for a while now. Hasn't really done much. Competed in the Cruiserweight Classic, the first ever Cruiserweight Classic a few years ago. Had a run with the Intercontinental Championship, as I say. He turned heel at the 2018 Royal Rumble on AJ Styles, I believe. I don't know, I might be completely mixing that up. And he hasn't really done much since. He's just kind of, talented. He's just a good worker, I guess. Who is signed to Raw. He is one guy I would like to use more, though, because Austin Aries is pretty good in the ring. But yeah, the rosters are just so stacked. It's hard to use everyone. Also, at the end of this video, let me know who you guys want to see get a push out of everyone in this video who isn't getting a push right now. Up next, we have, obviously, another jobber, Heath Slater. Has not really done much. Teamed with Rhino for a bit. Rhino got released. And then Heath Slater is now just a jobber. I think the last match he had, he got I think it was against Cameron Grimes. Trevor Lee after, was it WrestleMania? I think it was the Raw after WrestleMania. He just got caved in instantly. That might have been the last time we've seen Heath. Might have been in a Battle Royal or something, I don't know. It's hard to memorise all this. I should have probably written some stuff down. But yeah, here we have another guy this is the first new Raw signing in this video. I announced this on Instagram a few weeks ago. But yeah, it is Tyson Kidd, who did compete in the SmackDown Tag Team Championship Gauntlet alongside Cesaro. And these guys just came up short to the Lucha Brothers, and then have now been drafted over to Raw. And they'll either be pushed as a tag team, or pushed as a tag team, or pushed as singles guys. Who knows? Obviously, Cesaro is incredible, and he is definitely another guy I would love to use more. But yeah, Tyson Kidd also could be a very good cruiserweight, but being on Raw, there's no cruiserweight title on here. So yeah, sucks for you, Tyson Kidd. Maybe you could challenge for the United States title or something at some point. All these guys could go after the tag belts. Up next we have someone who has not been seen in a while, I think. And this man is, once I tie his robe up, the glorious, don't know why I said that, Bobby Roode. And I don't really know. He's a former Intercontinental Champion as well. He actually beat Austin Aries for it back in 2018. 2019 didn't really do much. Was in the Battle Royal, I think, probably. But Bobby Roode again is another guy I'd love to use. I did think of some plans on how to use him, but I don't know whether I'm going to do it or not. So yeah, keep your eyes open for that. I'll just zoom in the camera a bit. See if that's better. Yeah, I think that's a lot better when it's zoomed in. Let's just leave it as that. I should have done that from the start. Up next is, let's have this guy. This guy is pretty much not being used only because he's a basic, even though he's one of the best. It is Keith Lee, of course. He had a pretty successful run at the start of the year. He had a feud with Cesaro, teamed with Riddle at WrestleMania to take out Sheamus and Cesaro, along with Shane. And then Paul Heyman was on Sheamus and Cesaro's side. Keith Lee then had a shot at he had a number one contendership match for the North American Championship, but didn't really win that, and then hasn't really done much since. He did have a pretty fun match against Kurt Hawkins though, like 6 months ago or something, so it doesn't really count. Now let's get into a tag team. We have AOP, who have not really been seen. These are former SmackDown tag team champions. That was over a year ago now, at SummerSlam. They may have been Raw tag team champions, I don't think so. And yeah, they haven't really been seen since, because they are pretty horrible figures to pose. Even though they are great figures to look at. But yeah, again, too many tag teams. These guys just, unfortunately, are swept under the rug when it comes to great tag teams. But yeah, they are still signed, so maybe we'll see them in the future. Up next we have Bo Dallas, who was in the Casino ladder match and got absolutely destroyed by Lars Sullivan, being powerbombed out the ring through a table as Bo was about to win. Definitely one of the biggest underdogs in BFW. Obviously a team with Jericho was where they became SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Jericho has been away though. Let's just say he's on tour with Fozzy or something. But yeah, Bo has been going for that singles run while Jericho's away. But will we see Jericho return at some point? That's another guy who was also signed. Well, he's not really signed anywhere, to be honest. Is Jericho. But he was signed to Raw. But right now it's kind of unknown. His contract might have expired or something. Who knows? But yeah, let me know if you want to see Jericho in the future have a singles run or reunite with Bo Dallas. Up next we have the Usos, who are another great tag team, and yeah, former SmackDown Tag Team Champions, I do believe. They did compete against Kenny Omega and Dolph Ziggler a few weeks ago, saying, you know, these guys have been a tag team for years, there's no way they can beat them, but Kenny and Dolph somehow managed to win. Dolph using like cheating tactics and stuff like that. But yeah, the Usos really wanted that dream match against the Young Bucks, but they're not getting it yet. Or anytime soon, since, you know, they lost, so they don't really deserve a tag team title opportunity. But yeah, Usos rocking the Raw red colours. Pretty nice. I swear to God if this falls over. I think this video is just going to be entirely uncut. Like, there's going to be no intro on this video, if you were wondering. No cuts, so if there's random awkward silences, I'm sorry. That's just me processing or something. And I probably say a lot, which is just a bad habit. So yeah, excuse that. Here we have another kind of tag team. We have Aiden English right here. And of course, if we have Aiden English, come on, stand you pale man. We have Rusev, or Miro, or Rusev, yeah, Rusev. Rusev was the first NXT champion, which is now known as the North American Championship. Speaking of North American Championship, I'm going to get this guy down. I forgot he was signed off the shelf. But yeah, kind of got his belt took off him by the Undisputed Era, went to get it back, didn't win it. And yeah, Rusev, they haven't really done much. Would definitely like to use them more in the tag division as well. Like just on an Instagram match or something. At the very least, because Rusev and Aiden English obviously very talented, just like everyone there. But there's not enough room for everyone, sadly. Okay, another tag team who have recently been signed is Miz and Morrison. And yeah, these guys beat American Alpha a couple of months ago, injured Chad Gable's knee because Chad Gable eliminated Morrison from the Cruiserweight Classic. Morrison turned heel, reunited with the Miz, because these guys were a team a few years ago in the Fed, before they split up and went their separate ways. Didn't really do anything. Now they're back together, hoping to get some tag team gold. Were unsuccessful in the SmackDown Tag Team Gauntlet match. At SummerSlam, they were actually eliminated by American Alpha, so American Alpha getting some revenge. But now they've been separated from those guys and are now on Raw. John Morrison with a lovely fur coat. Speaking of John Morrison, who can't wait for that Elite 82 figure? It's going to be awesome. Up next, we have everyone's favourite, currently the only woman signed to Raw, and it is Ronda Rousey, who destroyed Samoa Joe a couple months ago at, was it Battleground maybe? No. Payback? Yeah, Battleground. I think it was Battleground. But yeah, she like busted his nose, got a lucky shot, got a lucky knee to the nose. Joe was just out of it, losing blood. He became unconscious. But yeah, Ronda destroying him, had a North American title match at SummerSlam. Knocked herself out, which isn't great. So yeah, I'm sure Ronda will definitely want another title match in the future. Or will we see some more women come along and face Ronda? Have the first ever women's match, all women's match in BFW, who knows? Up next we have, you're probably surprised to see him this early, but it is John Cena, and he is still signed, even though he hasn't been seen since the Rumble when he challenged Adam Cole for the BFW Championship. But yeah, John Cena is kind of just in this part-time role where he just comes on and off. Maybe he'll come back to do it full time, but you know, who knows. John Cena, a former BFW champion as well. As I say, Corbin cashed in on him a few years ago. Cena did beat Dolph Ziggler for the title. But yeah, that's it for John Cena. And the last person in this bin, and the only reason he's in here is because he's out of action currently, and it is Drew McIntyre. And he's been out since, I think Jeff Hardy beat him in a Extreme Rules match, hit a swanton through a table a couple of months ago, and Drew has not been seen since. But yeah, do you guys think we'll see Drew McIntyre return again? This is the new Survivor Series Elite with the Elite 71 coat, and yeah, the silver looks really awesome on the back. Go check out my review if you want to see more of that. But yeah, Drew McIntyre, another guy, he had a pretty good feud last year with, who was it? Was it Pete Dunne? Yeah. Went to capture the US title, didn't manage to. Drew has never held gold in BFW, and he did destroy The Undertaker at SummerSlam last year, and did win the Casino Battle Royale alongside Ali at WrestleMania this year. Didn't win the following night against Adam Cole and Mustafa Ali in that triple threat, and yeah, lost against Jeff Hardy a couple of months ago. So not too great for Drew. Yeah, will we see him back soon? Nobody knows. Well, I know if we do or not. Right, now we're getting into the second bin, and this is kind of the main event guys, even though a lot of these guys could be in the main event scene. Well, I wouldn't really say this guy is in the main event, but he is a new signee, and it is Jinder Mahal, everybody, 3MB member. But yeah, Jinder did answer Apollo's open challenge before SummerSlam when Apollo lost the belt, and put up a pretty good fight, earned Apollo's respect, and yeah, recently announced to be joining the Raw roster. So let me know if you guys want to see the modern day Maharaja, I don't know how you, Maharaja, yeah, get a bit of a run in here. I'll keep the champions till last. Just put them to the side. Let's go with another recent signee. It is Batista. Why did I say that? But yeah, it is Batista who recently returned on the Raw after SummerSlam and assaulted Apollo outside of the hospital. Apollo was getting stitches after his match with Brock, and Batista out of nowhere just blindsided Apollo, hit him with a standing Batista bomb. And yeah, Batista really has something to get off his chest, which I'm sure we'll find out more in the build to the next Raw pay-per-view. But we are currently building the SmackDown pay-per-view. It probably would have made more sense if I did the SmackDown roster first, now that I think about it. But whatever, we'll get that soon. Yeah, there's Batista right there. Let's go with his actual rival right now. We have Apollo. Obviously had a pretty successful year until recently. Won the Royal Rumble from number 1. Main evented WrestleMania. Defeated Kenny Omega for the World Championship. Defied all the odds. Probably the biggest underdog in BFW history. Beat Shawn Michaels to retain his title. Beat Seth Rollins. But Brock did that awesome weekly open challenge thing. But yeah, eventually it took a toll on his body, and that might have led to his loss to Brock not being 100%. And yeah, Apollo was ready to get his title rematch eventually, but obviously now he's stuck in this thing with Batista. Wants to know why Batista's attacking him, which we will find out soon. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for This Week in BFW to return, to catch you guys up with all the storylines and stuff, because it can be, I understand not everyone has the time to read through a long promo on Instagram, and that's absolutely fine, but that's why I make videos like this, just to go through it briefly. But if you guys care so much, you can go through and read it. But obviously I don't really expect people to do that. I would like to bring This Week in BFW back, but it took so much time to upload the photos and commentate over it, and I wasn't really enjoying it. So yeah, that's really annoying. Maybe I could do like a live stream on a Sunday, me just talking over it and answering questions, or maybe that would work. I don't know. Just a bloody figure show, alright. Let's go with this guy next. Let's go with this guy. Here we have Pete Dunne, who has had a pretty successful year. He was United States champion heading into the year. Lost it to Nakamura at Payback after defeating Nakamura at WrestleMania, and then won the Casino Ladder match at SummerSlam to earn a World Championship match. And yeah, it is confirmed Pete Dunne will face Brock Lesnar at the next Raw pay-per-view for the title. Pete Dunne did come out and made Brock run away like a little baby. Yeah, Brock Lesnar fee is the bruiserweight. But yeah, Pete Dunne going up against Brock Lesnar at the next Raw pay-per-view, which is looking to be Halloween Havoc. But I have a strong feeling I won't be able to get it out for Halloween, because I've still got 3 matches left to film for, what's it called, Vengeance. Is it Vengeance? I forgot the next name of my own show. I think it is Vengeance, yeah. Up next, let's go with this fella. We have Jon Moxley. And yeah, Jon Moxley returning in the Casino Battle Royal at WrestleMania, having his cage match against Seth, where he got Buddy Murphy cost John the match. Had Roman Reigns return with them, had that epic tag team match to open SummerSlam alongside Roman against Seth and Murphy. Won that, and now Jon Moxley is going to be looking for more. I'm sure he will want some gold. Gold. Yeah. Jon Moxley right there. Hopefully we get them new AEW Wave 2 figures, and we'll get a new Jon Moxley, more accurate Jon Moxley I should say, in the collection. Yeah, up next we have the Switchblade Jay White, who is one of the newest signees, and yeah, he obviously made his debut at Armageddon, I believe, when he took out Shelton Benjamin, took his place in the qualifying match, qualified for the Money in the Bank, And then, he worked so hard to get there. Finn Balor just had to hit the Bloody Sunday off the top of the ladder through the entrance ramp, or onto the entrance ramp, didn't even go through. And yeah, that wrote off Jay White for months. But Jay White returning at SummerSlam, taking out Balor, costing him that 6-man tag team match. And yeah, now he's assaulting AJ Styles backstage. And Balor is nowhere to be seen as of yet. But I'm sure we'll see a match between those two down the line to settle that blood feud. Stand up. How awesome is that head scan, by the way? Pretty cool. Here we have Jeff Hardy, who, as I say, defeated Drew McIntyre a few weeks ago, was in the Casino ladder match and lost. And yeah, Jeff has not really done too much. He's on a singles run. After WrestleMania, the Hardys decided to split. Matt going over to SmackDown, Jeff staying on Raw. But yeah, let me know where you guys want to see Jeff Hardy go next. This is a pretty nice all-black attire. I really like this. Yeah, another guy I love to use is Jeff Hardy. Just standing there. It keeps going out of focus every time I reach over. Here we have another tag team, and it is Gallows and Anderson. And Gallows and Anderson have kind of been a bit forgotten about. Anderson did answer Apollo's Open Challenge a few months ago, I should say, when Apollo was champ, and was unsuccessful, but put up a good fight. Showed he can compete as a singles competitor, and did earn the respect of Apollo. And these guys have been in Bullet Club for years now, and they've kind of always just been told what to do by Kenny or Cody or Balor or AJ, whoever was in charge. And yeah, the Gallows and Anderson looking to move past that potentially. And yeah, I'm sure they will want the tag team titles down the line. So yeah, we've got Anderson right here. Carl Anderson, man, so underrated. He could easily be a mid-card champ. Maybe he'll challenge for one day. Let's just put him there. Up next, we're getting near the end now. We have newest signee to Raw, and it is Mustafa Ali, over from SmackDown, who came to save Ricochet from Nakamura on the Raw after SummerSlam. And yeah, Ali had a epic feud with CM Punk last year when he defeated Punk at Survivor Series, and then would go into the Rumble match, would almost win. I think he came 5th or something. Then won the Casino Battle Royale at WrestleMania, and didn't manage to win the title the following night. And yeah, since then he did get to the finals of the Cruiserweight Classic, but lost to Grand Metalik in the finals, and is now was Ali even on SummerSlam? I don't think he was. Yeah, now he is on Raw, and he looks to be teaming with Ricochet right here. In their matching yellow attire, of course. I think a lot of people have wanted these guys to team together in my Fed. When I posed the custom Ricochets alongside the Alis, they look pretty cool. And yeah, honestly, they do kind of match. I think they probably have teamed before as well in WWE, maybe in the past. I don't really know. But yeah, Ricochet, former Cruiserweight champion, ended Neville's reign last year. Would hold the belt until Mania, where he lost it. Would face his rival, would face Neville again, but now known as Pac, obviously. At Payback, would manage to get a roll-up, and then would have the 3,000 subscriber special match, which Ricochet just won. And yeah, was Ricochet at SummerSlam? Yeah, he was in the United States title triple threat, and he did not get pinned. But yeah, then Nakamura attacking Ricochet, obviously frustrated he lost his US title, and then Ali coming out to save him. So Ricochet and Ali forming an alliance there, potential for a future tag team championship match. Who knows? Here we have Kevin Owens, who hasn't really done much either recently. He is still with Sami Zayn, they're still friends, they're still baby faces. I'm trying to think of when the last time Owens was on BFW. I don't even know. Oh man, when was it? Did he answer Apollo's challenge or something? I'm just forgetting too much. I'm sorry if I forget, guys. I can't really remember everything. I'm not a walking encyclopedia of BFW knowledge, even though it is like my big fan, but whatever. And then we have Sami Zayn. He wasn't really done much. He did face Okada at WrestleMania. in a pretty decent match, and then would face him and Owens would have a little feud with Nakamura and Okada in that triple threat, where Owens like competed, and yeah, Sami Zayn not done too much. I'm trying to think, I don't think he's done much either. There's so many guys I'd love to use, but there's only so many titles and so many storylines you can do on one pay-per-view or whatever. That's why I like doing multi-man matches, like ladder matches or something, because then you get to use loads. Alright, we're approaching the half-hour mark. I'll try and make this under 30 minutes. Here we have Shinsuke Nakamura, who I just said was United States champion, former BFW champion, former Money in the Bank winner, which he actually used to cash in on the same night in 2019. Money in the Bank, he cashed in on Jericho. But yeah, Nakamura did form an alliance with Okada for a few months, but he then lost his United States Championship at SummerSlam, and is now taking out his anger on Ali and Ricochet. And yeah, the Okada is not around because, let's just say, he refused to sign a longer deal. Let's just say he only signed a few-month deal. But yeah, Okada may return. It's mainly just because I don't have a good figure of him. So yeah, Okada has kind of just been wrote off for now. But he may return in the future because I do have this epic head scan that Sky King Customs gave me. But I need to find a body and everything. So will we see the Rainmaker return? Who knows? That's another guy who is kind of signed to Raw but kind of not, because I just don't have a figure of him. And here we have AJ Styles, who has been in this ongoing feud between Kenny and Balor, the Young Bucks, Cody, all those guys, and was in that 6-man tag at SummerSlam, but got hit with a Meltzer driver on the outside and took him out. And then Jay White has been attacking AJ Styles backstage because AJ and Balor, obviously very good friends, have been teaming up. So yeah, Jay White kind of attacking AJ to get to Balor. And yeah, AJ, former world champion, did he hold the US title? I think he did, yeah, he beat Adam Cole last year for it. And then would lose it at SummerSlam to Pete Dunne. But yeah, AJ Styles, former world champion. Was that 2017, I think? Yeah, he won it for a bit, and then he won it in 2018 off Corbin. Yeah, he had a pretty lengthy run with that, almost a year, and then he lost it to Kevin Owens, I think. Yeah, Kevin Owens, former world champion as well. There's so much to remember. For SmackDown, I'll definitely prepare more. I will write it down. But yeah, I probably won't. Here we have, up next, let's just go with the newest, probably the biggest signee recently, and it is the aerial assassin Will Ospreay, who made his debut at SummerSlam as the Joker card in the Casino ladder match. Would almost win, hit a Spanish fly on Pac to the outside and everyone. So yeah, was unfortunate to not win. Then had an epic match against Pac after Pac challenged him to a match on the Raw after WrestleMania, after SummerSlam. I can't keep my words here. But yeah, Will Ospreay definitely made his mark in BFW. He did manage to beat Pac, and tried to show Pac some respect, shake his hand and stuff. But then we all know what happened after that, which I'll get into right now. As we have Pac right here, who after the match was very salty. Pac beat Aleister Black at WrestleMania. He was planned to go on this epic run, but he lost to Ricochet again. And it was very, very sad. Then lost in the Casino ladder match, and then lost to Will Ospreay after WrestleMania. So Pac, after coming off a 1-year reign of the Cruiserweight title, decided to reinvent his career when he joined the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. And yeah, Pac is now a disciple of Seth Rollins, and yeah, along with Murphy. So after his match with Will Ospreay, Seth and Buddy would take out Will, and yeah, let Pac just take out his anger. Seth, sees Pac is struggling, and yeah, Seth could do with as many hands as he can get. I'll go into more with Seth once I've put Pac down. Can't wait for that new Pac Elite from AEW. Probably won't be out till next year though, so this will do. And yeah, Seth recently started this Monday Night Messiah thing. Seth, former world champion, former Royal Rumble winner in 2019. But ever since, he turned on the Shield, Jon Moxley returned. Seth had this new persona where Murphy joined him. And yeah, Murphy joined him after that cage match when he kicked Moxley off the cage. And then at that brutal tag team match, he had a match against Apollo for the title, but Moxley kind of helped Apollo win that in revenge. And then tag team match at SummerSlam just came up short to Reigns and Moxley. And now, you know, Seth with Pac and Murphy. So maybe Seth is looking at these losses and thinking, yo, I need some more guys. I need some more bearded men standing behind me and help me win my matches. So yeah, a match between Seth and Will Ospreay, I think we'd all like to see, and I think I'd like to film that. Especially with the in real life, like, you know, beef last year, that would be quite funny. Up next we have, getting right near the end, we have Finn Balor, and Finn, I've already explained the whole Jay White situation. Finn, former leader of the Bullet Club, was seen as soft by like Cody and Kenny. We'll get into Cody and the Bucks soon, what's happening with them. Yes, obviously, right now, we'll talk about right now. Finn, what am I trying to say? Took out by Jay White in the 6-man tag, and Jay White targeting AJ now. So Balor definitely wants his match with Jay White, which hint will probably be at the next Raw show. Who could have worked that out? Not me. Finally, we have these guys. This is the final non-champions people. We have Dolph Ziggler and Kenny Omega, who have started teaming up together. Kenny, obviously, after SummerSlam, after all the Cody stuff was out the way, promised he would start teaming with Dolph. He never came out to help Dolph with the open challenge. Dolph feels kind of left out, just like Gallows and Anderson, but Dolph is kind of doing something about it. And now they're teaming. They got a big win over the Usos. And Dolph didn't really try. Kenny kind of did all the work, but Dolph, you know, celebrating like crazy, like he just won the world. So yeah, Kenny kind of carrying the team, but Dolph kind of taking all the credit, if you know what I mean. So we'll see what that leads to down the line. I feel like this Kenny's going to knock everyone over because he can't stand up. I'll hang him on the end right there. And then Dolph right there. There's a potential for a future tag team championship match for those. They're probably the top rated tag team right now besides the champions. So expect them to get a title match in the future. Right, now we need to talk about these things. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you will know that I thought we were going to be getting the new Young Bucks figures and Cody this month. And I stupidly sold my custom Bucks and Cody. Just a quick cash grab because I needed it. And I didn't really need it. I just thought, you know, if I'm getting the AEW ones are coming out. Something just came up on my camera. Don't know what that was. But yeah, here we have the tag belts, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with these for however long bloody the Young Bucks and Cody aren't in. I'll just say that you have travel restrictions. These will have, if the AEW figures don't come in this month before the Raw show, these will have to be just vacated. We'll think of a tag team title match to have for those. So yeah, that's what's happening with the Cody and the Bucks. Thankfully, Cody isn't a champion at this point because then he would have to vacate his title. That's really annoyed me though that I don't have the Bucks and Cody because I had a pretty good story planned out. But you know, I can still make it work. Alright, final 3 champions. We have Cassius Ohno, North American champion. Defeated, who did he defeat? Velveteen Dream. A battleground for it. Beat Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam. And yeah, Ohno on the run. And he was actually looking at the US champion backstage. In Shawn Michaels, who won the title at SummerSlam off Nakamura in that triple threat with Ricochet, also in there. And yeah, could we see a title unification match between the US champion and the North American champion? Yes, we probably will, because I don't see the point of having both these belts on the brand. So expect one of these titles to be gone soon, and maybe a match between these two. It might not be between these two, it might be between 2 new champions if they win it off them. Who knows? Then finally, we have, let's just put this man right here first. The Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, who returned at Battleground, took out Apollo and destroyed Apollo at SummerSlam. Apollo put up a pretty good fight, but it was not enough. Brock destroying Apollo, smashing his skull in with no gloves. And yeah, Brock is the world champion, looking to go and face Pete Dunne at Halloween Havoc. If it does come out by Halloween. I kind of just really want to do a Halloween stage. That's the main reason. And yeah, I do need a new show name. So yeah, guys, that is the whole roster. Let me know what you think of Raw, and I will try and get SmackDown out for the weekend. Yeah, let me know who your favourite is, and so yeah, sorry about the whole Young Bucks Cody thing. Just trying to adjust this tripod so you can see everyone. Oh yeah, I need to go through some people that aren't here. So Umaga, he is not really signed because I don't have a figure of him, but you know, he could appear anywhere. His draft location is unknown. I've already gone through Cody and the Bucks, gone about Jericho. I'm looking around to see if there's anyone else. Is there anyone else? Because if I forget someone, I'm going to be very annoyed. Don't know. Trying to think. I think that's it. There may be some guys who you guys aren't aware of moved over to SmackDown who were on Raw before SummerSlam, such as Roman Reigns. But yeah, we'll get into that in the next video. But if you guys enjoyed this video, this has been a long ass video. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one.